So yeah, the Dallas Wings are a little bit of a disaster. Um, they don't seem to be in a good shape at all. Like I don't know what happened to Zaza. I really don't. Um, because again, did she get injured against Toronto? I went to sleep at halftime. I didn't watch the second half. Jess Shepard looks to be out for a while. Um, and I'm gonna be real here. The Dallas Wings offense doesn't look great with Jess Shepard and without Jess Shepard, and unfortunately, when things are going wrong, I don't think Timu Gino Oriema is the greatest coach in these scenarios. But AZ Fudd being out is big. Like AZ Fudd is their primary wing defender. Um, she's not great in space. If you can get her into space, um, like then she can be burned. But if she can close the space on you, her hands are super quick, and she's strong enough. But that being said, the situation with AZ Fudd is not looking great. Like, this is a player who has had knee injury after knee injury after knee injury from high school to, honestly, the 25-26 season was the first healthy season she's played since she was in high school. Like, it was such a big risk taking at number one. It really was. Like, that's why I was like, literally, she's had one healthy season since she was in high school. That being said, look, she went number one. It is what it is. But coming into this game here, it looks like the Fever should win it. They're massive favorites here. And again, AZ is a big loss because what do the Wings have on their bench? Segrist, Alicia Clark. Who the fuck else is on their bench? I actually don't even know. I don't even know because they're obviously going to start a Whack and Odyssey. So their bench is Haley Jones, Shug Sutton, Leroux, who always kills the Fever, by the way. And their starters are a Paige who has been playing a weird basketball recently. Like, I'm not saying she's been bad since the All-Star break. It's been weird. Like, I think am I right in saying they're like 4-2 or 2-4 since the All-Star break? And their wins have come against Connecticut and Toronto. And yeah, maybe Haley Jones can give you something, but like, you are missing, let's be very clear, like, you're missing your best bench spark plug and I'm not gonna say best anything for Shepard, but your hub. Like, the idea of what Jess Shepard is what Steph White wants Aaliyah Boston to be. And you then lose Zaza James, who, when things are going wrong, it's, if you watch the Wings play a lot, like when they're in a bit of a bad situation, like Zaza's out of control. Like, she's never a big minute player, but like if something's going wrong, you just give the ball to Zaza and she can score. Like, she's kind of almost a Kennedy Carter-esque type player. She's in the mold of like the traditional NBA six men that are like just out and out scorers. She's realistically in the mold again of the old school NBA scorer, like scorer six player. But she's gone. Shepard's gone. Fudd's gone. If the Fever lose this game, it's a bad one. Like, if you're Paige, you are rocking up to Indy. And this is where you can kind of remake a name for yourself, because look, this Dallas Wings team is not that much better than last year's Dallas Wings team. Like, what? You've replaced Maisha Hines-Allen with a Whack. And you've replaced who played center for Dallas last year at the end of the year. You replaced Geisel Suter with Lana Smith. and you've replaced Grace Berger with Odyssey, and your bench is basically the same. Like, this is like the 2025 Dallas Wings all over again. And if you are Dallas, again, you have a pretty tough and then easy run in, if you get me. So if you've seen the way their season ends, so their season ends with Indy, Golden State, Indy, but then after that they don't play a playoff team. So look, the Dallas Wings are going to make the playoffs, but like if they go 0-3 in these three, they're you're then looking at a team that has to go like what, they've got 7 non-playoff teams. If they don't go 5-2, and if they go 0-3 and they don't go 5-2, they're probably in that 8 seed. And if you're in the 8 seed, you're facing Minnesota first round, who are a team who you're not beating. You're just not beating the Lynx. They have too much. And the one major concern for the Dallas Wings as well is like you've got to get yourself a good seed. You've really got to go you've got to get into a position where you're in a good spot in the playoffs, because Jess Shepard's a playoff shrinker. We saw last year how bad Jess Shepard was against Phoenix Mercury. Like, she is a massive playoff shrinker. So Alana Smith, she was terrible in 2025, but she was really good in 2024 in the playoffs. So you just never know with that. But yeah, it is it's just one of those things now where we just got to see what happens tomorrow or later today by the time this video is up. You're hoping that the Fever should be able to beat the Hospital Dallas Wings. But if the Hospital Dallas Wings can pull off this win, like, you start to question the Indiana Fever. You really do. You have to start questioning. Because I'm just trying to check the standings right now. Am I right in saying there's a game and a half difference between the two of them? The WNBA app is deciding it doesn't like to work. It is the worst app ever, by the way. It is actually the worst app ever. Like, let me try to get the standings here, and it's probably not even going to load in standings. No. Doesn't even load in standings. It never does. It is the worst app in the world. So in the WNBA standings, the Fever are a game and a half ahead of the Wings. Like, if you can go 2.5 games ahead, you're in good shape. But that being said, you've really got to get into that 2.5 games ahead, because what you don't want to do again is, if you lose this game, you're only a half a game ahead of the Wings, and if you lose the game and the Mystics win tonight, you're a half a game away from 8, which again, for Caitlin Clark, if you finish 8, she might not make a WNBA team, period. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. See you guys.